Good morning. It's 7 a.m. and we're going to go ahead and start the operational briefing. This is the operational briefing for the LNU Lightning Complex, September 4th, 0700 to September 5th, 0700. My name is Jeff Wyndham, Plant Section Chief for Incident Management Team 2. This briefing is being broadcast on CDF TAC 27 and on YouTube. You can get to YouTube by following the QR code on the cover of your IAP. Please mute your cell phones, turn off your radios, and take any side conversations out of the room. Also, we'd like to remind everybody to please ensure social distancing and wear your mask during the briefing. We'll go ahead and start with a situational update with Landon Hack, Night Operations.
Good morning. Over in the West Zone, the Myers is about 99.9% wrapped up. Fire suppression repairs got very little work. And then other than that, it's into patrol status. Over on Wallbridge, continuing to mop up hot spots, working on getting some hazard trees done, and fire suppression repair is moving in over there to start getting work done. On the East Zone, again from Zulu, down around the bottom, all the way up to drop point 26 in Sierra. This is all in patrol status, and fire suppression repair is complete up to drop point 26, and they're waiting to get in here in Tango, where there's still some mop up on some of this line here that remains continues to hold some heat. Uniform's looking really good. They're mop up and patrol status in there. Dozers were able to get this pocket cut out all the way up until where they ran into the UC Davis preserve property in there. The line in Victor got completed yesterday, so this is finished up here, and that's moving more into mop up and patrol.
For our management objectives, we're going to provide for emergency personnel and public safety at all times, ensure COVID-19 precautions and best practices are met at all times, protect property improvement and infrastructure, ensure coordinated, timely, and accurate release of public information, foster and maintain relationships with all cooperators and stakeholders, protect economic, natural, cultural, and heritage resources, and maintain fiscal accountability and keep costs commensurate with the values at risk. For Branch 10, we're going to keep the fire north of the Russian River, south of Kelly Road, east of King Ridge Road, west of Dry Creek Road. On Branch 20, 25, 30, and 40, we're going to keep the fire north of Highway 12, south of Highway 20, east of Highway 29, and west of Highway 16 and Sand Creek Road. Now with incident weather incident meteorologist Eric Kirk.
Good morning, everyone. Well, you might have noticed things are a little different this morning. Over camp here, we've got some clear skies, and that's an indication of how the marine layer is more shallow. We're getting less clouds. We did get a marine push. It did bring some low clouds into portions of the Sonoma and Napa valleys, but it's quite a bit less, maybe about half as thick. Temperatures are warmer. Humidity recoveries aren't as good. And we're particularly noticing that over the higher terrain. We're up here at Knoxville Creek. The humidity was only 18% and the temperature was 78 degrees earlier this morning. Very warm, very dry air coming. The marine push is going to be weakening, and we're going to see temperatures today getting up in the 90s across the area. Humidity levels are going to be in the 14 to 20% range. So less than we've seen. Tonight we're going to see really poor recoveries, and especially over the higher terrain. And then tomorrow we get the excessive heat warning is in effect. Temperatures are going to be about 15 degrees warmer than we're seeing today. So big heat, big impact on people. One more issue I want to mention is we've gotten some more smoke spreading down here into Whiskey with some of the light northerly flow, and that will push out later, but we could get some very poor visibilities up here in the north. Have a good morning, and if you need more details, look at the IAP, page 4.
Fire Behavior Analyst, Robbie Clark.
All right, good morning. So with
the weather forecast, he really hit on, it's getting hotter and drier. So that's what that's going to do, is that's going to dry out all our live fuels out there even more than they already are. And our dead fuel moistures are going to drop to bare bottom. So keep in mind with the fuels and the temperatures, the probability of ignition is going to be up around 90%, spotting potential up to a half a mile with those wind favored areas. Highly receptive fuels are going to have a aggressive fire behavior on anything that's IA or a new fire around the area, or if we get something outside the line. We still do have some residual heats in the interior pockets. Everything's looking really good. The wall bridge will continue to smoke and smolder in there where they are. Everything's looking good, should stay in the box. Be careful for a new start outside the line. It'll have some very aggressive fire behavior. Be safe and have a good day.
Day operations, Chris Waters, and resource unit leader Dan Brown with roll call and work assignments.
Good morning. Branch 10 roll call will occur at Sonoma County Fairgrounds today. Branch for the Fire Suppression Repair Branch, Jason Butcher. Here. Suppression Repair East, Len Nielsen. Here. Branch 20, Spencer Andreas. Here. Carl Schwabman. Here. Sierra Sierra, Tango Tango, Jim Christensen. Here. And a write-in, Chris Beatty. Here. Union, Richard Anderson. Branch 25, Bill Lopez. Here. Jason Marsh. Here. Victor, Whiskey, Brad Caldwell. Here. It'll be Victor on the radio. Branch 30 and 40 combined, all divisions, Mark Lee. Here. All resources report to Branch 30 on the radio.
Okay, good morning everybody. Today on the Wall Bridge fire, mop up patrol, backhaul trash, and it's going to be really important to support repopulation operations. But even more important is on the south end, we want to make sure that all these divisions down here on the bottom, Division Bravo, Division Lima, up through Division Foxtrot, is to make sure that we have that really mopped up well with the weather setup that we're getting. Same thing on the Hennessy. Continue to mop up patrol, monitor this area in Tango, grid it really well, make sure we got it put out. And then the last pieces of line cut we got to do up here to get this finished with the dozers and the hand crews and get that done today as well. Mop up, patrol, haul back trash, and all that stuff. Mentioned yesterday about the tempo changing a little bit, but it's really important. We're starting to head into what I call a really good setup. Hot, dry weather for about 2 or 3 days, and then the potential for north winds. It's going to be really important that we have this thing buttoned up, and then we're out there doing mop up and patrol, that we're actually doing patrol. We're watching out for some of those smokers that are going to be coming up the next couple days. We're getting them secured, and then we're getting ready for what's coming. We want to make sure the south end of this fire over here in the Wall Bridge, and then all the hot spots in Tango, and anywhere else that we see anything start to wake up again gets put out before it gets here. Thank you.
Air Operations Branch Director, Mike Deacon.
Good morning, everyone. We reduced our fleet down to 2 Type 1 helicopters, 2 Type 2 helicopters. Same as yesterday, order aircraft on the Wall Bridge through Spot 3, order aircraft over on the east zone here in the Hennessy through 7M, and we'll be there to support you with bucket drops and any initial attack in there.
Medical Unit Leader, Josh Clark.
Morning. Take a look at page 26 in your IAP. Mert's still out there for any of the hand crews. You got CalMat for any of your personnel that have illness or injury. Take a look at the air hoist. We do have a change. The 24-hour hoist has been moved to the Reading Air Tanker Base. Ambulances are still out there, strategically placed for any of your crew needs or transport. And then we have, make sure you review your IWI. I have cards if you need them. And thank you so much. Stay mentally strong. Use what you have. Do what you can.
Communications Unit Leader, John Clark.
Good morning. Good news, no change in the comm plan. If you need to review it, you can find the West Zone comm plan in your IEP on page 27, East Zone 28. And if you are requested to go outside and help the local unit, you'll find their local Frequencies on page 29. Radio repairs, if you do have repairs that need to be done, get them over to us over here next to the comm van and the yurt. Battery supply, with that, have a safe ship.
Safety Officer Ryan Danielson.
Good morning, Ryan Danielson, Safety Officer, Trainee, Team 2. You've heard it before from several different areas. The weather is getting hotter and drier. That is a situation that shouts watch out. Pay attention to that. Along with that, we need to be watching each other for heat illness, right? So signs and symptoms, self-monitor, monitor each other, hydrate, take frequent breaks. Tagging on into that, we've all been on for a long time, so don't let complacency set in. Please be aware of your surroundings. We're working in an area with a lot of trees. In 2017, we had an accident here on the Nuns Fire, severely damaged engine. We did not hurt anyone. It could have been a lot worse. Keep aware of your surroundings, and please review the safety communication message in your IAP. Also, I would like for you to take a look and review your IRPG, and then you can also look up on the wildfire lessons learned for the hazard tree on the Nuns incident. Thank you.
Logistics Section Chief Milford Ferguson.
Morning, Bill from Ferguson Logs. So in your IPs today, we still have our 213s in there for use and your CDF 101s. Please use those, fill them out, and get them in supply if you need anything. Again, branch or better for any firing tools that need to be replaced, and have a location of where you left anything on the line for returns on your 101s. Again, for backhaul, start marking equipment that's out there. We still have a lot of tanks, a lot of pumps. Have a good pass down between shifts and where everything's at, so when it's being used, we can get it back and get it inventoried. Also, line orders and backhaul, please make sure you, on page 31, you do have the phone number to comms or radio in. Have runners come up, pick up your equipment, have the equipment put together somewhere, and always use equipment, people have help make your backhaul for those runners loading up and get it back. Other than that, have a good shift.
DMOB Unit Leader Cheyenne Barilla.
The DMOB unit would like to remind the incident of a few items. Please refer to page 36 of your IEP. Scan the appropriate QR code for your respective base camp and follow the instructions to each location. If you're a Branch 10 resource, you'll begin DMOB at a Santa Rosa. All other resources will DMOB at a Calistoga ICP. If you're unassigned, please check the DMOB list. Only report to DMOB at your scheduled DMO time and wear a mask.
Public Information, Tyree Zander.
Good morning, I'm Tyree Zander. I'm with the Public Information Office here on the LNU Lightning Complex. I'd ask if you could please turn to page 42 in your IEP. On here, if anybody's asking for any further information, we ask that you please refer them to our information line, which is at 707-967-4207. Please review the social media policy for CAL FIRE. For any pictures or videos that are being taken, we ask that you please bring those through the PIO shop, and you can also email them to us at lnulightningcomplex2020@gmail.com. For any lost and found, please come see us. For mail service, it's on the bottom of the page, listed here for the Calistoga Fairgrounds. This morning, our total containment is 375,209 acres at 87% contained. The Hennessy is at 317,909 acres at 88% contained. The Wallbridge is at 54,000 acres, 940, or sorry, 54,000 acres, 940. At 93% contained, the Myers is at 2,360 acres at 100% contained. I want to thank you for all that you're doing. Have a safe shift and stay hydrated.
Team 2 Incident Commander Baraka Carter.
All right, so good morning, everybody. So we're at a point right now where we're starting to see a ton of black on the map. There's about a couple weeks ago, we didn't know we were gonna get to this point or how we were gonna get to this point. So I will tell you one thing, that listening to operations talk about a lot of mop up and holding is a great thing. One of the things that we would like to make sure that you understand is your safety and the safety of the community is still number one. All right, so as you're out there, make sure you maintain your situational awareness, make sure you understand your surroundings and know your surroundings, and understand that you're gonna have a lot of community members that are in the fire area. So always expect the unexpected. Have a safe shift.
If I can get you to remain seated through a couple important comments. Branch 10 will continue to be supported out of the Sonoma camp. If you are here in Calistoga attending briefing and reporting to Branch 10, please ensure that you go to your drop point and receive a briefing from your division supervisor. Unassigned resources will be over here with Dan Brown. To my left, no cooperators meeting today. Next planning meeting is at 1700 and next operational briefing is at 7. For the folks here in Calistoga PD Police Department has asked that we not park in the residential areas. They will begin issuing citations to people that are parked in the residential areas where it says no parking. Please follow that and help the local community. For our branch and division breakouts, we have our branch breakouts here in the room, starting with branch 20 over here, moving around to my right to branch 40, and in the back of the room will be fire suppression repair. With that, have a safe shift and turn on your electronic devices.